London, motherfucker. Why is that funny? I don't know. In today's video, I'm sure you can see by the title, I'm going to bake my face with protein powder. Let me explain. Baking has been around for a long time. Professional makeup artists have been doing this for a very long time. The queens and drag, stage makeup, theater makeup. Baking is when you see people put a ton of powder on their face. You guys saw me do it in my first video when I transformed myself into Manny. To sum it up, the long explanation, there's a whole scientific explanation. Well, something happens under your skin where your skin can't breathe and it gets hot and it cooks the concealer underneath all that powder and it seals it in and it locks it in, and then you just dust off all the excess. I personally love, some people love it, some people hate it. This is not everyday. This is not everyday type of thing. I only do it for photo shoots, big events, and things where I know I'm gonna be photographed. But I personally love it. It's very controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally love it. I feel like it locks in my under eye and it's truly set it and forget it, and I don't have to worry about it the whole entire night. So anyways, on YouTube, you know, we're always trying to think of good content. I've seen people bake with random things around the house. I've seen people bake with baby powder, with actual flour, baking flour. I think I saw someone do cornstarch or corn flour. It's just getting out of hand. But I was making myself a protein shake the other day, and when I opened the lid, a bunch of protein powder went poof, up in the air. And I was like, man, that's finally milled. And I was like, London, you're so stupid. Finally milled is something that you describe a face powder. And then I was like, so I'm gonna bake my face with freaking protein. So yeah, let's just get up into the video. So I'm gonna take off my concealer. And I love using this little e.l.f. What is it called? Eye Refresh. Oh, feels so good. Let me see. Oh yeah. I didn't have any face wipes here at the studio, so I'm being kind of rough with my under eyes. Don't do this. Don't do this at home. So I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. This is one of my favorite concealers. Just put a little bit, you know? Then we'll grab my beauty blender, and it's damp and squishy. And blend this out. There. Cool. Now the fun part, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's whipped vanilla, and this is by Cellucol. This is not sponsored. I'm just gonna use, I didn't bring a little dish, so I'm gonna use the mirror side of my MAC Give Me Sun to put this on here. Drop it on the... I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender in here. This feels so wrong. Okay, and I need my little mirror. Oh. I don't think this is gonna work. We shall see. It felt finely milled. Up until I put it on my face. Let me just put a little more. I'm gonna bake how I usually bake, and I put a lot more in the inner corners. It looks so chunky on my face. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes and let it bake how I normally bake, and just sit here and wait for a few minutes. So might as well have a protein shake, you know, while I'm sitting here. So it's been like 7 minutes or so. I usually do anywhere from like 5 to 10. I leave it on there. So I'm gonna wipe this off now. Oh God, this is not gonna be good. I am itchy. Is this still recording? I'm getting protein all over the set. My face smells like these protein pancakes that I made once. Okay, that looks kind of normal so far. Let me see in my little mirror. Final verdict. Do you guys see? My under eyes look fucking horrible. Let me touch up the rest of my face like I normally would, and then let me come back for my final verdict. I'm loving this.
Fire set and action. Let me look, take 3.
All right, so I'm back. I touched up my face like I normally would after I bake. I'm trying to be really true to this review and treat it just like anything else. Honestly, I don't feel anything there. I feel like under my eyes looks horrible. But I don't know exactly how I feel about it, actually. Let me take a few pictures. Let me do the flashback test. And I'm so torn. It looks really good on pictures. I think there's some kind of like blurring. I don't know. I see some kind of like blurring effect in here. And I think there is some kind of flashback. But it looks good in pictures. I don't know. But honestly, my under eyes are really, really crinkly. It's like emphasizing every single little tiny line. And usually I only see them when I'm like smiling and they're all crinkled up together. But I can see every single little line when my face is just relaxed and it's in the photo. So ultimately, this was fun, but it does not work. And I think that concludes everything. I don't think there's any more other random items that we can bake our face with. Okay, so I'm closing this chapter. So thanks for hanging out with me. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, all of that, all the YouTube things. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. My hands are full. I love you guys. Bye. I have to stop recording myself. This is abuse.
I woke up in the morning, coffee after yawning, kept checking my phone just to see what's going on. What a night, what a night. I know everything was right, cause my shades were still on, never blinded by the light. 501s with my polo boots, looking like a photo shoot.